Dungeons and Dragons begins in 1 moment, we swear! We hear the sound of hammering and busy work happening down in the docks, and Bizard and Aladdin and Bonwyn are at those buns dough, getting a morning coffee, and it's been a little bit since you've seen each other. And Bizard has some interesting information that he is imparting upon you from his recent adventures with Kevlarn, who's notably missing at this moment.
So what's the deal? You just aren't going to help rebuild? Like, we've been here, Aladdin's been here swinging a hammer, like we've been rebuilding.
I hit myself 4 times, and she holds a hand up, and she's like fully, all bandaged up.
Ooh. But learning experiences, each and every blow. Each and every blow is a learning experience. But like, dude, you and Kevlarn just like, boys weekend, or what happened? We were expecting to see you.
Well, actually, the mayor and Edna pulled us into the offices, which was very, very nerve-wracking.
Oh, okay.
But it's not what you think.
Good.
Instead, they had us go with these monster hunters named Penance Olive Tree and Bond and Love, and go to where the monsters were. So you remember...
like the old mine shaft thing.
Yes, the old mines. We actually went further down into them, made our way down there and discovered the source of these monsters. Took out one, but I tried to take
like
notes
a
on...
nest or like a...
Well,
like a den?
probably somewhere, but it's on the other side of some kind of portal that's now no longer there. Or we caved it in.
Okay.
I was taking notes, and then all of a sudden I had to run, so...
But good news. Portal brings monsters. Portal gone. We all lived happily ever after in our newly rebuilt town.
How do you cave in a portal?
I'd like to know too.
Man, it was such a blur. I believe we just attacked the people were attacking stalactites, trying to use them as weapons, and that kind of just started a chain reaction. And, next thing you know, the rocks come a-tumbling down.
So the rocks came down on top of it, but then they didn't fall through it and into where the other side of the portal is?
Well, it wasn't a horizontal. It was a vertical, like a doorway. It looked like this, and I pull out my little notebook that I was like sketching of. It was like, it looked like this.
So it like covered up the door.
Exactly, with a lot of heavy rocks. And I know they're strong, but hopefully not that strong. I feel like it's a Band-Aid when we needed like sutures.
I don't know if they have the engineering skills, those particular creatures, to maybe figure that out. The excavation. Not to be a downer. Who knows what else is on the other side of that portal, though?
That's a very, very good point. And I mean, what are they going to do? Shout at the rocks? They probably would. But yeah, I really would love to like maybe do some research. I know sometimes portals, the color of it, sometimes correlate to the destination.
What color was it?
In some situations. So the color of it was kind of indigo in a way. Hints of blue, purple. It's kind of very amorphous as far as the color spectrum goes there. But yeah, no, seemed to be the source of it. So hopefully there's no other portals. God knows why that one was specifically there.
Can portals just show up like wherever they want to? Does someone need to put it there? Do we need to find the person who put the portal there? Is somebody sending monsters?
Dungeons and Dragons is a D&D actual play podcast, and I'm your Dungeon Master, Russ Moore, he, him. Also joining me today is Amy Moore as Aladdin, she, her.
Please don't steal anything while I'm gone.
Carla Maxted as Bonwyn Everbane, she, her.
Your draw length, your inseam, your waist circumference, just all the measurements.
And Kyle Classett as Bizard the Wizard, he, him.
We've swapped places. He owns the store now.
Dungeons and Dragons is a Patreon-supported podcast, and you can join us today at patreon.com/dumbdragoncast. There's a 7-day free trial and a whole bunch of episodes for you to listen to. We hope to see you over there. And now, fuck it, let's play! Bizard, we're at your home above the magic closet. You and Kevlarin have been putting off your trip to Kingstown basically as long as you can, while the docks are getting fixed and while traders are starting to come back into town. You're getting close to thinking that this is a prime opportunity to go, and you're taking a moment and just getting some things together.
Are you an overpacker, a light packer?
How many pairs of underwear is Bizard packing?
How many days are you going for, and how many pairs of underwear?
I'm only going to take a couple pairs of underwear because if Kevlarin and mine's plan are going to go through, we're going to to a chest of drawers.
You're going to get like 30 new pairs of underwear.
Buy some new fancy underwears. So we'll be good on that. I'll pack two plus one in case,
Accidents happen in case you shit yourself every day for the first 3 days.
You never know. So fairly light packer overall. I need my spell book. I always got to have some parchment and pen on me, some ink. So
are you going back to your alma mater? Do you have like 19 capes with you, or?
Oh, no. I'm not going to wear the official regalia on a trip. Okay. I brought it with me, but that's not traveling gear.
Fair.
You are tossing things into a satchel, and you hear the bell chime downstairs, which you don't rush to because you know Aladdin's down there. We cut downstairs to Aladdin, and you are busy stocking shelves, getting things put away, and some heavy footsteps come into the magic closet. You turn and you see a tall, thin man in a long, very floral-colored cloak. He has very slicked back hair and a well-coiffed goatee. He walks up to the desk and is looking around, kind of over the desk and seeing it appears he hasn't noticed you. Rings a bell on the desk and is kind of checking his pocket watch and is waiting for someone to come to the front.
Hi.
Hello. Do you work here?
No, don't tell anybody. And then I pretend to put the things that I was putting on the shelf, like in my...
Okay, of course.
Just kidding. Totally kidding. What can I help you with?
Oh, well, I came to see the proprietor of this fine establishment, but it appears that he's not here.
Well, what are you gonna be? What would you like him for?
Well, I have some, I come through town every now and again. Bizard knows me very well, but I've come to sell some of my wares to him. I've got, new tricks for him to put out and sell to the kids.
Can I see?
Oh, of course. He opens his cloak and pulls out this fabric-wrapped item, and he begins to unroll it on the desk. And it is a long cylinder that he has inside of there, which is metal, and it has holes all through it. And he puts it down and smiles and says, Aha. Yes, you see. You see the value in this. Yes.
Yeah. What is it?
Oh, well, it's some of the kids call them boomsticks.
So like an explosive?
Oh, a feigned explosion, more than anything. More of a crackler. Really just sets things alive at a party. See, you pick it up. Here, he hands it to you. Mm-hmm. Do you take it?
No.
Oh.
Sorry, I once almost blew my fingers off. If you wouldn't mind showing me how to do it.
Oh, what's your name?
Aladdin, and you are?
I'm William. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, William.
So all you do here is you twist the ends, clicks into place, and then there's one final snap, and then lights begin to shoot out of all of the holes, different colors, and they spin around the room wildly. And he says, you just place it here, and after a few moments, it begins to crackle, and you hear this like fizzle inside of it, and then sparks begin to come out of it. Don't worry, it's completely safe. Nothing wooden is going to be set ablaze.
Okay, good, because I don't know if you know what our town just went through, but everything was just ablaze.
It seems like what happened? Do tell.
Monsters.
Oh.
So how long does this go on for?
Oh, it goes on indefinitely. And he turns it off and wraps it back up and says, do you have a say over what stock goes into this establishment?
Well, I am a very close confidant of Mr. Bizard, and yeah, I do think that my opinion is very high to him.
So I could put you down for 50 then. That's the usual order from Bizard.
Let's just hold on a second here.
I
How
could
much
fill out
are
the
they?
paperwork.
Nope.
Oh, hardly anything. Half a silver each.
Can I see it?
Of course. He pulls back out of his cloak, unravels it, and places it down on the table for you.
Does each one come individually wrapped?
Of course. Only the finest.
How is it powered? And I pick it up and I start to like inspect it.
Oh, well, it's magic, my dear.
Don't patronize me.
AV's face.
Best dirty look.
And I'm not your dear.
Of course. I'm very sorry. Did not mean to offend.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I know people think that I'm a lot younger than I am.
There is an enchantment placed upon it that, when activated, puts the runes, as you can see, he points, and there's runes all along the top and bottom, lines them up so that they are in position, which activates the device.
Okay. May I take this just to the back for a quick moment to confer with Bizard?
Oh, of course. He's here. Yes?
Maybe.
Okay. I will wait here for you to come back then. I hope it goes well.
Please don't steal anything while I'm gone.
Wouldn't dream of it. Hard to get business if you steal from the people that you're trying to sell your things to, right?
Yeah, but wouldn't it really be the best business? Could you
That
be
would
selling
be
them
a
back the
pretty
stuff you
good
stole from
business.
them?
Oh.
Yeah, don't do that.
I wouldn't do it.
All right. And tick, 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 up the stairs. Knock, knock.
Open the door up. Alan, I hear we have some business downstairs.
yeah.
What's that?
This is a light sparkler whiz banger. No, that's copywritten.
No, I mean, if that describes what it does, I mean, it's fairly
Boomstick.
mundane
That's
name, I think,
boomstick.
overall.
That's what he called it.
Oh.
You know William?
That's fun. William. I've met Williams in the past.
He's dressed
what is
in
William?
the color floral because that's what I was told. He's dressed in floral colors.
Oh.
I wrote it down. He wants half a silver each for these. They do come individually wrapped. It is pretty.
Wait, he's trying to sell them to us? Mm-hmm. Was this guy's hair slicked back? Mm-hmm. Did he give you a last name?
No.
I wonder if it's William Vanderhoots.
Should I not have left him downstairs? I told him not to steal.
If it's the guy I'm thinking of, it should be fine.
Well, you've got enchantments on the place anyway. People can't take things out without exchanging money.
Oh, yeah, it's just... I haven't had anybody come by to sell things. Typically, as you know, I make them all myself.
Yeah,
that way I can guarantee the quality of the product. I don't know if I'm opposed to it or not yet, so I tell you what, let's go talk to this William, see if I actually do know them or not, or if they are just lying to you since they have the opportunity to do so.
Very. I didn't like the cut of this guy's jib. Let me tell you, because he talked down to me and I didn't like it. If you could maybe just pretend like I am like a really close confidant and you don't make any decisions without talking to me first, that'd be really great.
I think I could manage that. I don't want to undercut you or anything like you are. While you're an employee, I also don't have any qualms with you being a business associate. You are in touch with the youth of this town, so I would expect you to know better what they may enjoy. Which I have some new things that I may want you to hand out to them, see if they like them or not. We'll get to that after we talk to this William, though.
Oh, lead the way, boss. Oh, she puffs up her chest and she's just so excited.
You head back downstairs into the store, and you get down there, and you immediately do not see anybody in the room.
He was here, I promise.
Oh, I believe you, because I didn't make this.
Hey, did you know
Unless...
magic makes this thing work? Aladdin gives you a stare.
I'm going to observe it, and I'm going to check it for any kind of like arcanic runes or anything that I would do to my magic devices that would tell me if that's true or not.
Yeah, make an Arcana roll.
Beautiful. Bizard has not had his coffee. That's a 9.
You give it a quick look over. It does have runes around the top and bottom of the device. As you spin them back and forth, it seems to activate the device once they get to a certain position. And then once you break that sequence, it turns off the device. As you go up to the register, to the front desk, you see there is a package set down on the desk. With a sealed envelope on top.
Is there a specific seal? Like is it a wax seal or any kind of?
You turn it over, and there is a wax seal on it. Has an inscription or an insignia that looks like a magic wand with a flourish of sparkles coming out of the end.
Do I recognize that?
Roll history.
There we go. He must have had coffee. It's a 19.
It looks similar to a logo or a signature or something that I'll let you determine whether they were friend or not, but someone you went to school with. You remember them being William Vanderhoots.
Okay.
We'll be right back. It's the middle. Welcome to the middle, friends. I hope you're having a great week. We're all here just to say thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We love to have you. Love seeing you on the adventure. Just out on the high seas and on the road, on the less traveled.
On the sidewalk, in the bakery,
On the boardwalk, down the pier.
You know what I didn't do is hit record on my local device. So we're just pulling straight Amy and Russ audio off this other microphone. And I'll pull that out for the actual recording so I don't just jump into the show. You know how it is. Anyway,
It's fine.
Where we only sometimes forget to hit record is over on Patreon. Patreon.com/dumbdragoncast.
How mad would Tom be? He runs that show.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
God, be fine.
Yeah.
What if we had to do it again?
It wouldn't be the same.
We
twice.
just wouldn't.
Yeah.
We'd do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rework it,
It'll be
reship
lost to time. Only what you remember you can bring back in.
Oh, like the live show.
Yeah. Oh, the live show. We have that. I mean, we could probably release that live show. It does sound like a bunch of robots on stage, though. So you let us know. Do you want to hear robots on stage?
I don't even think it's an option.
I don't. Yeah. I don't recommend it. I asked.
We should just post it, but the title is "I don't recommend listening to this."
Yeah, don't listen to this. It'll be
And
our
then
most
people are going to
listened
be like,
to
"I'm going to
episode.
listen to it."
Yeah.
Just
listener beware.
Just because mom and dad told me not to.
Right.
These idiots have been doing a podcast for how many years, and this is the best they can do?
D. Snyder would be on board for sure.
You know what? He probably would be.
Yeah.
So when you come over to Patreon, you get a whole bunch of exclusive content. So if you're caught up on this show, which means you've listened to more than 300 hours, which is probably more than 400.
That's a lift.
300 episodes, so more than 400 hours of content. Of great adventure, not content. Great adventure.
Great adventure. Fun time with friends.
Come on over to Patreon, where we have an equivalent number of episodes.
Yes.
This is all we do, you guys. That's not true.
Yeah. A lot of them are downtime, so they're much shorter, but like there's probably another 200 hours of stuff over there. And it's a lot of fun. But you also get an episode dedicated to you.
Yeah.
Like today's patron, Cole Salzgeber.
Cole Salzgeber.
I mean,
Heck
I don't
yes.
even know where to start on that one, other than to say thank you.
I like it. Thanks, Co.
Thanks, Cole.
You rock.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Even if Russ maybe butchered your name.
I edited
I'm
it.
pretty sure I messed it up big time. And I'm
Absolutely. I was so scared I didn't even try it.
Well, thanks for being here, Co. We really appreciate you. And if you want to be like Co, come over to patreon.com/dumbdragoncast. and we hope to see you over there. Thanks, friends. We'll talk to you soon. Bye now.
Love you. Bye.
Love y'all. Bye. So, Aladdin, yes, that was the person I was assuming it was. And they, at school, they weren't.
Oh, he's a school chum?
Yeah, he's an old school friend. But I use the term friend loosely. I didn't make it a habit of mingling with the other students too much. You know, events where you were forced to, of course, and that's kind of how I got to know some people. And William was one of them. One thing that we did kind of bond over are kind of the trinkets that we like to make that do make fun for us and maybe a little bit of mischief for others. However, this contraption obviously shows that he does not have a good air for business. Because look, you know, he said it just works. From the looks of it, you just turn it on and it goes.
Mm-hmm. You'll have to line the runes up and then magic.
Cool. So there is no need for somebody to buy a second one. And right then and there is a bad business practice, because how are you going to get people to return if the item does not get used up?
What if the item is not really for what he says it's for?
Ooh. That's a good observation. That it could have nefarious intent
He seems
behind
slimy.
it.
God, if he's invisible in here somewhere, I'm not sorry.
I'm going to open up the envelope.
And inside, there's not a long letter, just says your name at the top, Bizard.
And then there's just an Uno reverse card.
Shit.
And then it just says you lost the
You
game.
swap places. He owns the store now. That son of a bitch.
It's just a picture of somebody holding up a thing.
Jesus. It's all those things. It's all three of those things. This guy was a real douche.
It says, Bizard, see you in 2 weeks. And then it's signed, not William Vanderhoots, it's signed William M. Hicks. M. period. As if he had a longer middle name but forgot
middle initial. M is for middle. William Middle Hicks.
Middle. Why are you going to see him in 2 weeks?
I have no clue, but let's... does the crate seem like it's probably about holding a lot of these fucking boomsticks?
They're about the same size, and it looks like perhaps a stacked crate full of these boomsticks. Yeah.
Is this crate sealed?
With a small latch. It's not locked or anything.
I'll grab a quick padlock and I'm gonna put it on there, and then I'm gonna shove this in the back corner of a room, and I'm gonna write defective on it.
What if they're spy sticks?
Damn it, you are a good business associate.
Thank you.
I actually will keep this one and start dismantling it once I have the opportunity. We're going to get to the bottom of this, because somebody showing up and trying to sell me things is, well, not how I've ever done business. But here, back to what I was saying. Why don't you, try out this new gum that I've made.
That's really good.
Over at Everbane's, Bonwyn, you've spent the last few days trying to clean up the mess that the monster created, coming through your floor and out your front door. Still haven't completed the front facade yet. You and Thane are still putting things away, trying to get some work done, small jobs here and there as you clear a workstation. As you are getting ready to start on one of these projects, there's a small knock at what used to be the door and is now just a broken wooden frame.
Hey,
You turn and you look, and there's a a middle-aged man, salt and pepper hair, a little rough and scraggly around the edges, and he takes a step in and says, hello, I came to town today and realized that there's been many things going on. Is everybody okay here?
Oh, we are okay. Not everyone is okay. It was quite a thing.
Looks like it. My name is Folan Varam. I came to town more as trying to acquire some goods to go out further adventuring beyond here, and knew that Everbane's has such a renowned reputation throughout the lands. But I don't want to put anything on you that might be taking away from rebuilding.
Oh, you're very, very sweet. We do. I mean, what kind of things are you looking for? We have some items. There are some things we can put together pretty quickly. I mean, Thane over there has been making hammerheads like nobody's business as we're rebuilding the city. But what are you looking for?
Me and a couple others, we're supposed to be meeting up here. It may take them a few extra days now, knowing the current state of the comings and goings of the town. But we are going on. Well, you see, we've been tied into our work and our lives and our jobs for far too long, and thought perhaps that we'd go out on the road and see what good fortune is out there. So we've been told that having sturdy weapons is something that is something we should have. So although not the strongest. I have been working. He holds up his arms. They're like sticks. I have been working. I've been trying to make sure that I can lift anything. But I hear that you make some lighter weaponry, some perhaps a long sword, perhaps something that otherwise would be quite cumbersome for someone of my figure and my stature, and make it a bit lighter.
You heard right. Yeah, I definitely specialize in creating weapons, for all types of people of all abilities, always of the finest quality, always very sharp, very capable. But yes, I can definitely make it lighter.
As he enters the room and pulls down his hood, you see that he's a half-elven man.
Where are you heading on your adventures? Because that might make a difference. Sword shape, if you're heading somewhere jungly, you'd want something with more of a curve, so you can really cut through the brush.
Well, I was coming from Kingstown way, not specifically Kingstown, but just beyond there at a little port city, and heading off and over the Mee Mountains. I hear that there is a dense rainforest that has been on my list to go visit for forever now. That's where we're headed first stop. And then I've been collecting stories along the way to see if there's anywhere else that I'd like to visit. Do you know of anything anywhere around here? Perhaps while I'm waiting for my friends, that would be of interest to a person like myself.
Well, I hate to be a negative Nelly, but I am going to tell you two places you maybe shouldn't go. There are some parts of the Mee Mountains you're probably going to want to avoid. Bit of what you see here is a result of some creatures from there, but I can show you exactly on a map where to avoid, and you should be fine. There's many, many routes through the mountains. And if you go to the lake, which you should, it's beautiful.
Excellent. That's Lake Voktig over there, yes.
Lake Voktig, exactly. Yeah, have you been down that way yet, or did you come right here?
Saw the signs, and familiar with the area. I've been here some time ago. Heard of Everbane's. I believe I met your father once. It would have been much longer ago than I care to count.
Well, him and my mom retired down onto the lake, so, that's got the Everbane seal of approval.
Fantastic.
Just maybe avoid the islands.
And for any particular reason?
Nope. just, I would say, as a resident, probably safest just to
Fair
avoid
enough.
there. But
Not a great swimmer anyway, so I'll just stick around the shores. Yes.
yeah, it's really too bad you weren't here just, 1 week ago. We had a lovely waterfront.
Yes. I hear, I've heard
Yeah.
Vintersmouth is a flourishing, very rich town. It's surprising. How many nights? Does this happen very recently? How long ago did this event happen?
Well, quite recently, there is some sort of maybe income inequality in Vintersmouth on this side of the river. This is where the working folk are, and on the other side of the river is more. How do I put this? Kind of more like where the rich assholes live. Some of them are very nice. And apologies if you yourself are rich. Most of my clients are, so perhaps I shouldn't be saying such things.
Just having money does not justify a lot of the actions that one necessarily takes once they come into.
Exactly. There's a way to have money and still be a good person.
Is the current mayoral office still held by, is it Mayor Knops?
Yep. Mayor
Interesting.
Knopp, still the head man in charge.
Okay. That's,
Been a while.
well,
Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't mean to drag you
no,
into local politics. You came here to shop.
I did.
I have a few things I can show you
Please.
right away if you'd like. If you would like a custom piece, that will take some time. For a sort of more, and Thane, apologies, this sounds a little bit rude, but I think you'd agree, a more basic, serviceable, but excellent quality weapon, Thane's your person.
All right.
If you want something unique,
Well,
then I might
okay.
be your gal.
Do like the idea of something serviceable, something, but that has a unique quality to it.
Absolutely. I have some, and I'm kind of searching through, everything's just kind of in piles and in wooden crates, because we've been moving things. And I pull out a rolled piece of leather and unroll it, and there are a lot of, just kind of basic day-to-day knives, like daggers and some slightly longer, but of various functions, but all, just the kind of things that we would make when we had a little bit of metal left over and wanted to forge something.
Of course. These are delightful. Perhaps I purchase multiple items from you. As my friends are coming into town, I have a few days, so no huge rush. There's no timeline on what we're doing. I'll get a room and stay here. Perhaps go see if your father recognizes me. But yes, as I mentioned, perhaps a longsword struck my fancy. A couple daggers.
Yes.
And something, maybe one other
Great.
item, something special. I'll let you choose what it is.
Do you prefer something you wield or something you throw?
I hadn't considered throwing. If I have the sword,
The nice thing about throwing is you don't need a lot of this,
Right.
You don't need the biggest muscles in the world.
let's go for some of that. It seems we've got a lot of upfront, close quarters protection. Yes, something with range, something
Okay.
to keep
I
us
got you.
perhaps a little bit at distance if we need.
Perfect. Before you go, I'm just going to take some measurements.
Of course.
Get your draw length, your inseam, your waist circumference, just all the measurements, just in case.
Yes, you're the professional.
Sometimes I make a custom sheath. I want to know how it's going to
Okay.
fit.
I tuck to the right if
If you
that
don't mind
matters.
that. And if you don't mind, I do have this. If you could just stand right there, that's perfect.
Okay, good.
And if you just look in that direction, you'll
Yes.
see there's a poster on the wall,
I see it.
and it's on the far side.
Yes. Am I
And
supposed
it's
to
just
read the bottom
yes.
line? Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay. E F S C Z P Q A.
Okay, and the line above that.
Okay. R L L L M.
Great. Okay, perfect. I just need to know what kind of throwing range.
Great.
You know.
Great.
Perfect. This is Thane.
Nice to meet you, Thane.
I'm Bonwyn. I didn't actually introduce
Reaches
myself.
out for a
Quite
hearty
rude of me.
handshake, and he has a powerful handshake, considering how thin and frail he looks. Well, it's lovely to meet you. I'm excited to see what you've done. As I said, I'll just be around town for the next couple days. I'll pop in every now and again just to...
As your friends come in, bring them in. I can get some ideas what they might be interested in. And if you want some local recommendations.
Yes, where's somewhere great to eat and somewhere lovely to stay?
Okay, so you're going to want to go to those buns, dough.
Perfect. Saw it walking in, yes.
Delicious. Coffee, pastries,
Pulls
wonderful.
out a little flip notebook and starts writing this down.
And if you're looking for beverage and some camaraderie, Brood Awakening is going to be the place you're going to want to go.
I will hit both of those places today.
Perfect.
Thank you, Bon.
And for a place to stay, I would recommend the Curly Carrot. Now, you're not going to find any meat there. I don't know if you're a big carnivore. It is vegetarian only if you eat at the restaurant, but you won't miss it. It's delicious. And the rooms, beautiful. So simple, but also everything's organic and plush and nice. And obviously, it goes without saying, that is on the noble side of the city.
Of course. Well, that'll give me an opportunity to get a complete lay of the land.
Yeah, walk around and explore. Forgive all the rebuilding that's happening. It didn't look like this, just a few days ago.
Well, thank you. Thank you again. I'll see you very soon. I'm going to go at least get a room and then do a little wandering around.
Get a coffee and a pastry for your wandering. You won't regret it.
See you soon, as he walks out into the street. Dumbgeons and Dragons, Season 4, Episode 7, starring Amy Moore as Aladdin, Carla Maxted as Bonwyn Everbane, Kyle Classett as Bizard the Wizard, and Russ Moore as your Dungeon Master. Dialogue editing by Carla Maxted and sound design by Russ Moore. This episode featured music from Epidemic Sound and Slipstream, and sound effects from Epidemic Sound, Boom Library, and Sound Ideas. Our amazing cover art and character designs are by Matt Garbutt. And a huge thank you to our supporting producers, Gabriel Lynch, Jessica Babiak, Kat Waterflame, Jacob Madden, Christian Brown, Ongeron Kiersen, Perry Mady, Old School Gamer D, Craig Zeiss, L.A. Branton, and Sarah Murphy. Dumbgeons and Dragons is a Patreon-supported podcast, and you can find us at patreon.com/dumbdragoncast, where you get an episode dedication, a whole bunch of exclusive content, access to exclusive community channels in our Discord, hangouts, and so much more. We can't wait to see you over there. Oh, and merch. Merch is over there, too. After 3 months, we'll send you some. Just like that. Join us today, but until then, have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.
Portals do just show up for no fucking reason,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Russ?
No
That's
reason.
the way magic works.
Not because I had nothing planned and then have to now explain why they're here. Nope, that's not how this game works.
Dumbgeons and Dragons is a Dumb Dragons production.